So this is a variation on the prone position. This is what I learned from my mentor, Patrick Kelly. I think people who've gone through the Mayo Clinic use this position a lot, at NYU use this position a lot. It's a variation on the prone position. It's a 3/4 prone position. So we have only a single bolster. The shoulder is up, the other shoulder is down, and the key point is that the arm, the downside arm, is actually behind the patient. It's a comfortable position. There's no pressure on the arm. You can pat it easily, and it works real well. Same principles though. We've got to tuck the chin, and usually we'll use it with the nose to the floor, or if we're trying to get over here, we'll turn the nose a little bit away. Great position to get to any point, midpoint between the inion and the mastoid. If you're doing something lateral cerebellar, you put an incision midpoint between the inion and the mastoid. If you're working just above the tentorium as well, this is a great position for that. This is what I use to do that. Then I'll put the nose straight to the floor. You want to tuck the chin again. We're going to go back to all of our same principles of using reverse Trendelenburg to get the head above the heart. I'm going to bring those legs up so that it doesn't go flying down the bed. So it doesn't slide down, and so we don't get the chin in trouble again. I like to reflex the bed a little bit too, bring everything together. And now I've got a great position. And I can use this now if I'm going to work above the tentorium, if I'm going to do an infratemporal approach, but supratentorial, so going underneath the temporal lobe, not going through the temporal lobe, especially if you use it on the dominant side that we have now on the left side for a right-hander. It's a great way to operate on posterior temporal lobe without threatening speech. You're going under the temporal lobe to the mesiotemporal structures or towards the incisura. And in that case, I'll actually stand here and operate like this. Bring the back up a little bit more, and it's a very comfortable position to work like this to get to anything in the posterior fossa on this side, coming up above the tentorium. You can get to the pineal gland this way, or anything just off of the pineal gland, off of the midline, and that's just a great position. Some people will use this for a pineal approach when they want to go transtentorial. They'll turn the head a little bit more away. Other people will use the so-called concord. They'll tuck the head a little bit and turn it, and you can use that to get to the pineal gland also. The scope in that case comes in over the top. Very comfortable position for the surgeon. The only thing I don't like about it is the only position where I stand. And as I get older, my feet hurt more at the end. But all of the same principles apply. Patient well padded. All the pressure points are taken. The head is above the heart. We're fanatic about that. The brain is relaxed. The venous drainage is open. And we have a patient that's perfectly positioned so that we know the trajectory is comfortable for us. We can get the microscope in there, and we can see the full trajectory that we want. We don't have to move the scope much at all. We'd rather turn the patient instead of the microscope. We can get anywhere we need to. And that's been true for all of the positions we've shown you today. I really want to give a thanks to Nader Delavari, our junior resident, who's been just a great sport about this. Thanks to Irene Kim for who's our chief resident, for getting this filmed. And thank you for listening. I'm John Gopino here at NYU School of Medicine, Department of Neurosurgery.